Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is BigDamnArtist, and welcome back to another episode of the KrankyKraft Labyrinth map-making series with BDA! Still need to find a better name for that. How y'all doing? I am doing pretty good. As you can see, I have been doing some work. Oh yeah! If we head over here, you can see I have installed some of the scaffolding here from the archaeology crews that have been working on the Labyrinth that have subsequently been abandoned. And so yeah, that's something that I wanted to add for a while now, and I used the new 1.8 fence posts. Which ones are these? These are the birch fence posts. So they look a lot better and they look very cool, and I'm very happy, and used the fence gates. Yes, looks very nice. And you can see over here that I've started to reforestate, I think that's the word? Put trees back in here. So there's a bunch of trees. I found that the jungle and then this dark oak actually looks really good next to each other. Kind of as like an undergrowth and then the canopy. And then I still have to go in and add all of the forest floor stuff. But, yeah, it looks pretty decent, actually, from, way out here. Yeah. And then, obviously, we're gonna add, like, trees growing over the edge. Specifically for this edge. We might not do it so much around the backside, just because nobody's gonna see that side. But, you know, have, like, trees that are, like, growing and roots and things like that. That are doing all the fun stuff. Like that. Yeah. Something like that. Maybe. Who knows? We'll figure it out later. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. What else has been going on? I went and I purchased a server for myself. Just to host the Spawn Town build server on right now. That way it's a lot easier instead of having to, you know, bug Ruark all the time to host it on his. I can just keep it in the family, as they say. Yeah, so I got that, and then I just wanted to get one for playtesting the server and having a place where I can just throw this map on there to do some testing and stuff, and that way I'm not having to bug other people to, like, use their thing. And then when we actually get around to hosting proper, like, collab playthroughs and, you know, events and things like that, then I have a place where I can do that. So anyways, that's what's going on with that. Doesn't really affect you guys, but hey, never hurts to know stuff like that. Okay, so that's pretty much everything I've done on the outside. Still a ways to go. Like, you know, just did a little bit of work. Did a lot more work, however, down here. So first off, I'm going to show you guys the couple changes that I did to the GM room, which, if you remember last episode, we got set up. So first major change is we've got the majority of the gear system here set up. So we can go boop, and it'll throw a bunch of leather caps in there. We can do the same for that and that. The only one that I don't have set up yet is the bow and arrows, just because I don't have the enchantments figured out for that one. So these things just don't do anything yet. They're just empty command blocks. But all these other ones are set up. So we can do all that. It's looking pretty good. The other major change I added was that I added a food chest here. Because I realized that there was no food. No food. And I have a feeling that these games, people are probably going to be running around for a fair while before they actually run into people. Especially in the smaller games. When you have, you know, like 20 people, you'll run into people more often. But in smaller games, you'll probably need some food. So I just got a chest of cookies here. And how I did this, and actually how I did the arrow chest as well, because by the way that the replace item command works for putting items in chest, is you have to do it one slot at a time. There's no way to say, like, I want to fill all of these slots with this item inside one command block. So it would have to be, however, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 27? 27 different command blocks. I think, man, I just woke up, guys, so my math is totally not correct in that, I think. But anyways, you need to have a command block for every single one of these. So what I did instead is I just use the clone command and just have a chest back here that has all of the things in there. So that way I can just duplicate that and put it in here. And that's how I did that. The other major change that I made is related to the reset system. And I figured that I want to have a separate reset system for the map, for everything up there, and then a separate one for down here. So that way if the GM wants to use the same settings multiple games in a row, they're not having to constantly come down here and rebuild it. So we can come in here and go, you know, I want this and this and this and this. Spawn the items. And then, you know, whatever. And then they can hit the reset button, and this isn't going to disappear. However, if they do want this to disappear, they can come over here, do reset the trap system. That'll reset this chest. And all this is literally just a single set block command with a rotation value to make sure that this chest is pointing the right way. And it's just replacing this chest with an empty one. And I've got the same thing set up over here, just doing the exact same thing, except for the 8 chests that are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So these are all empty now. And that's all this is doing. It's just the same thing. Set block, coordinates, chest, rotation value. And I'll show you guys the rotation value thing that I've got set up over there when we go through the trap system. So that's kind of the major changes to this. I've also got one set up here. It doesn't work yet because I just haven't wired it up yet. So that's that system set up. Okay, so that's everything that I think we need to talk about down here. I just made a quick aesthetic change and moved this over. That's not really a big deal. Oh yeah, I added these lights for the reset system. So it'll go map resetting, and then when the map is completely reset, it'll go back to map ready. And it also gives you a message in the chat, like if we go, just push the button here, it says, map resetting, please wait. I don't have the other command block at the end set up to tell you it's finished. So yeah, that's a work in progress. The reset system is not anywhere near done yet. No duh. Alright, let's see, where are we going now? Okay, so, the big thing that I've been working on over the last little bit is getting the trap and loot system set up, and it is finished! It is totally finished. It is completely and 100% functional, and let's just walk you guys through it. So if you remember over the last 2 episodes, the episode before last, I walked you guys through the small little test build that I did on my test server, and then last episode I walked you guys through setting up the GM room, which is fairly straightforward. So let's take a look at how that little thing that I built there extrapolated out into the full map, and take a look at the system. So we've got, so let's turn on arrows, poison, wither, invisibility, and regen. So we've got those all set up. If we go here, we hit spawn items. Now there is a little bit of a glitch with this, because if we take a look in here, nothing actually spawned. But if we hit the button again, now they all spawn. I think this is a bug due to spawning in the command block with a command. Is that it doesn't register the first, or it sometimes registers the first command that you put in, or the first pulse that you try to do. But when you hit the second command, it definitely functions properly, which I don't know why it's doing that. It just is. So there's not really anything I can do about it. Like, that just didn't happen. So, yeah, so I just put this sign down here that says may need to press a button twice if items do not appear, just to counteract that. I have no idea how to fix that, you know, just to be able to push the button once. And I don't really feel like redesigning this whole thing to fix that tiny little bug that is just fixed by hitting the button again. And it doesn't affect anything in here because it's all those command blocks are doing is just replacing each item in the slot. So it makes absolutely no difference. Okay, so we've got here, let's randomize it a little bit. Blah, 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 blah. Put these, put those. Do that. Hooray. Yay. Woo. Awesome. So that's all set up. We hit populate traps. That activates this line of redstone right here. And these are all cloning the chest to... Okay, so it's cloning. And this coordinate are the chest. Because for the clone command, you have to specify the corner and the opposite corner of what you want to clone. And since I'm only cloning one block, that coordinate is exactly the same. And then this is the coordinate of the block you want to send it to. And then that's just duplicated 32 times for 32 traps. And let's just fly up here and... Where's the nearest trap? Probably going to be... Nope, that's a loot. You'd think... there we go. Here. Just use these ones. So, that duplicated this chest up here. It's funneling items in there. So, you know, as we said episode before last, we got this all figured out here with cloning it so that we can get the randomization. And then this is the block that activates. So if we come in here... Boop, boop. Let's go into game... Wow. Game mode, survival. Run along. Boom. I get hit. I get wither for a couple seconds. I think I was a little far away, so I didn't get really the full brunt of it. But yeah, got the wither there. So that's how that works. And again, this is the green wool here is the block that I'm checking with the oh, what's that one called? Brain not working with the test for command. Yes, and we went over like all the specifics of the command blocks in the episode before last. So if you want to check out that a little bit more in more detail, you can do that. So there's that. There's that we covered. And alright, so then let's head over here. This is all the new stuff. This is all the stuff, this is the brains of it. This is the stuff that makes it all work. So over here we've got the test for commands, which is testing for a player within a radius of 3 blocks from that green block at each trap, which is all of these. Whoops. Which is just an extrapolation of the system that we built in the test world, except now there's 32 of them. Or no, there's 21? No, 26. 26 of them. I know this now. So there's 26 of these, because the loot chest traps are activated by the player opening the chest, not by a proximity. So then there's that, and just a quick overview. Test for command outputs a pulse when it sends a player. This turns that block in front of the dispenser to air, turns it back to stone. This activates the redstone block, powering the dispenser, and then turns that back to stone. Very simple, very straightforward. And then this is just on a clock, which is what these two commands are. 2 command blocks are. Blah. Gotta shake out the mouth there. Alright, so, and then the other thing, so that's what actually powers the trap system itself. And then over here we've got the reset system, which is the next major step of it. So, I guess I should say first, this is everything that we need for the trap system. This is the whole brains of the trap system right there, and then the little bit that's over there. Everything else down here is the reset system. So, I'll walk you guys through that. Over here we have a button for the reset map. Don't push it unless you mean it. What this does is it sets a redstone block and a stone block. Same system that we've been using for everything. What that one does is that changes this right here to a redstone block. And then what that does is we pull a signal off of there to power this. And what this does is this sets this block here to stone, which is the map ready because we pushed the redstone, or we pushed the reset button. So the map is no longer ready, it's working. And then it turns this one to redstone to say that the map is resetting, which is this command right there. And then this is the say command that we're pulling off of this one to say map resetting, please wait. So that's how you give messages to the players, and the @A is just at all players. So that way people know that the map is resetting. Alright, so now the next thing, so that's that little system. That's more sort of GM related stuff and just making sure everyone knows what's going on so people don't try to do stuff they're not supposed to when the map is resetting. So we come over here and we've got a fill command with two coordinates and the redstone block. What that's doing is it's filling in from here down to here with redstone blocks, and from off of there we're pulling these. Now this is a set block command with coordinates putting the chest. So if you remember, we've got the trap system, which is, I mean, effectively one of these. So there's the chest, the hopper, and the dispenser. So we're replacing the chest, which is at the top of the system, and then we're replacing the hopper, which is the middle, which also has a data value. And then we're replacing the dispenser, which I'll go over this. But why I'm doing it like that is that I'm replacing the system from the top down. So that way, if there's anything left in the chest, it's getting wiped away. And then if there's anything in the hopper, it's getting emptied. And if there's anything in the dispenser, it's getting emptied. Because if you did it the other way, so if you replace the dispenser first, if there was anything in the hopper would just fill the dispenser, the new dispenser. So you have to empty it from the top down so that way you don't get any leftovers in the system. And then this is just that 32 times to go for 32 chests. Now, if you remember, I think it would have been last episode, end of last episode. I was talking about the glitch with the set block command, or the bug, I guess, technically. And I found a workaround. What you have to do, just quick reminder, you can't place a set block command where the dispenser is placing into a block in the world. Oh, hold on. That would be my heater, because it got really freaking cold here in Alberta yesterday and today, and so it's really cold in here. But we don't need that in the background right now. Okay, so, bug, right. With dispensers, you can't put them facing directly into a block with the set block command, because that just spins them around and points the other direction. So I found a workaround, which is you just have to clone a dispenser in the world. So I've got these ones all set up. So we've got one that's north facing, south facing, east facing, west facing, and down. I don't need one facing up because I don't have any dispensers facing up. So yeah, that's all this is doing. This is just cloning the dispenser, so that one and that one. Same thing as we did for the chests over there, because we're only duplicating one block. Just that command, that one, and then wherever it's going. And I'm sure that made no sense. Hopefully you guys followed. Now, on the other hand, we have the data values here, which I think I kind of briefly talked about last episode. But what these do is it lets you specify the direction of whatever block you're placing. So if you put a data value of 2 at the end, like we do here, well, technically this is 0, it will place, so 0 is placing down. So that'll just put a hopper pointed straight down, like that. So that's a data value of 0. If it was like a data value of 4, it would be, which one is this facing? Yeah, it would be like that. So that would be a hopper with a data value of 4, etc. for 5, 3, and 2. And I just put these here as a reference for myself. So north facing is 2, south facing is 3, east is 5, west is 4, down is 0, and I cannot remember what up is. I think it's 1, which would probably make sense. If you don't know how to find which direction you're facing, the new fancy F3 menu actually has it. So if you look up here, we've got facing north. So if I want the little sticky bit of the hopper to be pointed at a block in this direction, so say I wanted it to be like that, so the little sticky bit is pointed that way, it would be pointing north, so that would be a data value of 2. Got it? Yep, fairly simple. That's how that works. So, moving on to the next thing. So we've got this redstone block here is for the trap, That's resetting all of this. And then this one is for the loot, to reset the loot system, which is this thing over here. Loot reset, yep. Which is just replacing all of those with redstone blocks and stone blocks. So we've got loot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Which is basically doing the exact same thing that the trap one is. So we got chest, hopper, trap chest, because that's how the loot system works. Now, theoretically, I could just have this one and just replace the trap chest, because theoretically, there shouldn't be any more than like 1 or 2 items going into the loot system. However, players will break a game. This is something we know about players. They will break games. So I'm just replacing this entire thing just so that way there is absolutely no chance of any residual items being left in the system after a reset, and you don't have to worry about it. So, that is that. That is how that works. Let's see, what is my next thing? We got that. So, that's everything that's going on down here. Don't worry about that or that. That's next episode. Yeah. So, as far as the reset system, there will be another command block setup like this here to switch the system back and say, map ready, hooray, at the end. But the map reset system is just not finished, so I'm not going to worry about it right yet. So let's reset the system. You can kind of see it going off there. Let's try that again. Go, boop. So redstone, yep. You can kind of get a really quick idea of how that's working. But, alright, let's set up a game, shall we? Let's show this off. So we'll just go with this. We've got our randomized chest. Let's populate the traps. Good. We come over here, let's put some items in here. Let's just go with the diamond sword for each loot system. Hooray! 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 Everybody gets diamond swords! So we populate the traps, and this is just duplicating, cloning those chests again. Super simple. There's a lot of what this is just reusing and recycling the same concepts to different effect. Pretty simple. Alright, so right now we have a game ready to go as far as the trap and the loot. Gear obviously isn't set up, but that's because it's not built. So, I put these in here just for easy transportation. So let's go to loot 1. And let's just sort of fly over here and we'll simulate a real game. Game mode, survival. Effect, okay, well, it's gone. So, okay, let's start at red base, actually. Hooray. Alright, so, I have spawned in red base. I am a player. Whee! Let's go fight! Fighty, fighty, swing, swing. Oh no, trap! Hooray! I got regen. Okay, I know that there's a loot system around here. Do this. Ow! Hurt. Pain. Wow. Go in here. Hooray! Got a diamond sword! This trap went off. That's weird. Why did that replace it with that? Strange. But anyways, we got a wither effect off of that. Hooray! So that's how that works. And obviously, like, this block isn't actually going to be here, so players can't jump off of it. But you can... So you'll be running through. Ow! And obviously I'm in peaceful mode, so I'm regenning hearts, like, super quick. Alright. So that is how that works. That is ow, get me out. That's really weird. I don't know why that one got replaced with that. Very strange. Very strange. What is it? Stone. Oh yeah, that's why. I'm an idiot. There we go. Let's fix that. There we go. So anyways, that is how that all works, and then we can come down here. Yum. And hit the reset button. Theoretically, I would hit that reset button, but it's not set up yet. Hit this reset button. Clears out this. Let's just go here. So then that's emptied. All these are reset. This is reset. That's reset. That's reset. Everything is reset. And ta-da! We have a brand spanking new map for the GM to set up and do a new game on. So that is that. Loot system and trap system are completed, which of course means that we get to come up here to our to-do list boards. Ta-da! And we get to do trap system, done. Loot system, done. Oh yeah, we are making progress here, boyos. Oh yeah. So, man, that feels good. That feels good. Alright. So, I don't think there's anything else done in here yet. Not quite, not, no, nope, 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 nope. That's the only thing we get to cross off the list. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? So, that is everything for this episode. Next episode, we are going to be working on the gear system, because that's the next thing in the list. And the only thing left in the GM room, short of the doors, which I'm still not entirely sure we're going to do yet, but that's a discussion for another day. So, the gear system, we're going to have to design the bases and design the systems to reset everything in there. And where we're going to put everything, and how all of that is going to work. So that is what we're going to do next episode. And yeah, that's everything for this episode. So thank you guys for watching. My name is BigDamnArtist. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. If you are, hit the like button. I really do appreciate it, and it really does help me out. Definitely subscribe if you want to check out more videos from me. Check out my Patreon campaign if you want to chip a little bit of money my way to help me keep doing what I'm doing. And if not, I will see you guys next time in the KrankyKraft Labyrinth map making series with BDA. And I still need to find a better name for that. So, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.